There it is! Hey, Blue Table fans! Now, the other morning I got on, first thing when I came in, and I was in a little bit of a gray mood. But here's the deal. It's gotta be genuine. And I think people sense that I'm actually this cheerful and this happy. Not all the time, but there it is. Because you can sense when someone's just kind of ramping it up, just be like, hey, come on down to Crazy Owls! You know, or whether they're actually a psychopath like me. The camera girl's nodding yes. She's like, yeah, I can't really back up any further than this wall. I hope you've enjoyed the freak show all these years. And it's your own fault. It's really your own fault for subscribing. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. First off, I ordered these because I was going to make a two-headed chaos dragon. But then somebody gave me a better idea, so I have these just laying around if anybody wants to commission a high elf dragon. I have them just sitting there. Alright, let's go over here. Let's look at something good for a change. Alright. So there's that. So check this out. Client wanted the new Skaven stuff, but with a twist. So we made this warp lightning cannon out of these technological pieces and the warp lightning cannon kit. So yeah, that's a chariot base, by the way. So that thing's huge. So we've got, this is a same thing, but a plague claw catapult, and this thing's just completely, it's completely different than the regular thing. Look at this little pulley system. We did these strings, crew, cranking it up, and the best part of the plague claw catapult is what I call the shepherd's pie, which is this vomit-like stuff that they have in it, and we put that in this little slingshot cradle thing. And if you look at the picture GW has, it actually does look like mashed potatoes with peas in it. So every time I see that, I really get a hankering for some chicken pot pie. Alright, I want to show you some Salamander stuff, so check this out. This is a custom Salamander's command vehicle. It's got halves of a Stegodon carapace on it, dragon stuff like we've done so many times before. Little Salamander symbol on there, isn't that nice? And these horns, even though it's yellow and red, that will of course be painted as if it were metal bands bolting the horns on. So there's that. Hold on, there's one other thing that's really nope, not cool enough to show. Alright, so check this out. We want to do some Wild Riders with something special about them. So we got these Thorn Wolf Riders from Privateer Press, and they have the legs sculpted to the figure, but they are the exact correct proportions for Wood Elf torsos. Unfortunately, the cloaks wouldn't fit, so we had to make custom cloaks, which actually, in a way, really is better, because it allows you to make them flowing out. And I have to tell you, these wolves look really, really cool. What a great, you know, an army needs like something special, something to be like, oh wow, that's really neat. Okay, so we've done like a handful of Venoms, and this one's magnetized, so that's a nice feature. This is my favorite one to date, and let me tell you why. It has longer splinter cannons. These are the old splinter cannons that are a little, you know, so they stick out. You can actually see them. We do a thing where we open up the cockpit, and that gets rid of sort of the feel of the Viper and makes it more of a new creation. This is magnetized, by the way, which is great for storage. You really have to do this to your Raiders. Now, what I like about this one is this time they took off the Eldar-esque side fins and put these blades on. All of this stuff is extras from Raiders and Ravagers, which makes this kit just about right. You only have to buy the Viper and then find somebody with the extra bits. This here is the boarding plank from the Raider kit, which really is an extra piece. And what they did on the bottom is they put these chains to give it sense of motion. And they also put in, if I'm not mistaken, these little dark Eldar jet pieces in the engine. So let's put that back together. So great for ease of storage and fun to play with. What a fun little toy. I used to rent a room when I lived in California, so I wouldn't have to drive so far. And the lady that I rented from would, because I would paint my figures at night, she would say, "Vaya a jugar con sus muñequitos." She'd say, "Okay, now go upstairs and play with your little dolls." And I'd be like, you know what? All of that just bounces off. So, there you go. So don't be ashamed, nerds! Be proud! Solid.